Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to another day in paradise and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian Life. And thanks for joining me. And I know that a lot of you guys are here early, so I wanted to come in and just, chop it up with you guys, just say hello. And just before the show really starts, we have Don Langdon here. Good to see him here. Pepper P, African Caribbean Diaspora Talks. Good to see you. Hello. Annie V. Hello. Hello. Who else is here? Let's have a look. Gambian Thieves and what kind of channel is this? Gambian Thieves and Scammers. Okay, let's have a look at what he says. The bags showed an incident on a recent video. I asked a couple of Gambians and was told it was not a problem because it was in a public space. What happened there, Gambian Thieves and Scammers? Because I just watched a video of theirs actually. I was just shaking my head. It's like, yo, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous because in the video, they are talking about throwing away these breeze blocks that were made by these kids. They were throwing them away. They had to throw them away because they weren't good enough, clearly. And I have told people this many times before. I've said to them, listen, do the job one time and do it properly. Don't go around messing around. Oh yeah, well maybe this, maybe we could get it cheaper. You pay peanuts. You know what I'm about to say. I don't even like saying that. Right? You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. But you do. If you pay little amounts of money, you're either going to waste time or waste your money. You're going to have to extend it. Now they're going to have to do all those blocks again. These people are, they're a real piece of work, I tell you that. I don't want to keep bashing on about them, to be honest with you. Because they're going to continue doing what they're doing, really. And I was asked the other day about their, the money that they collected for their, their lottery thing, yeah? Where did it go? Who picked up what? Wasn't someone supposed to come? They just talk shit all the time. Just total rubbish. They never do the things that they say they're going to do. They just sell people into this world which doesn't even exist. And they sell people these prizes that don't even exist. Here I am again. I never have anything good to say about them because I never have something positive to say about them. Okay, hope you guys can't hear that fan. So anyway, it's good to see you guys here. It's good to see you guys here, and I'm happy to bring today another person that was watching the show yesterday. Actually, he came on. And this gentleman, you might know him because he's been around for a few years since the beginning. And I know some of you guys might be, some of you guys will clearly know who this gentleman is already. Okay, so this is Gibbi. It's Gibbi Nije, right? It is him. And thank you, Sam. Thank you very much for that super chat. That's well appreciated. So Gibbi Nije, he's going to be coming on and speaking. Now, the reason why I brought him on, some of you might be thinking, well, what's he coming on for? He is one of Quasi Boyd's proteges, right? He's one of his proteges. And Quasi Boyd took him under his wing. So he's a guy that's got a lot of loyalty for Quasi Boyd. He's got a lot of loyalty towards Quasi Boyd, and he used to work with Blacksit. I didn't know this. I had no idea that this was the case. But when he told me this, I was like, okay, it's worth to have you on, really, because he was in the thick of things last year when all that stuff was going on. Oh man, when the money started going missing, and people were forging friendships and ties with and they were taking sides, weren't they? They were taking sides. That's what was happening last year. And Quasi Boyd seems to have kept loyalty with a few people, and a few people have surrounded him they haven't turned their backs on him, because the reality is that he didn't turn his back on them either. The majority of these people are men, of course. And I don't think any of you will be surprised at that. I think some of you already assume that Quasi Boyd is a misogynist, right? That he has some sort of hate towards women. So this guy, Gibbi, he's coming last night, he's coming on the live. And of course, we had Pheonyx Rain, and we had Shauntay White, who were in the chat as well. There's something I noticed about Pheonyx Rain and Shauntay White when they were in the chat. Did you see them speak to one another? Maybe I missed it, but I didn't see them corresponding with one another. They were both unhappy with what was being said by Quasi and this Gibbi, but I didn't see them speak to one another. And I thought, there's something going on there. I mean, there's something still going on. We all knew that Gibbi Nije. Oh, Lady Diva X. Wow. Nice to see you here, by the way. Liz, hello. African Ancestry, hello. Pan-African. Oh, hello, A1 Batman. Hello. Hello. Nice to see you back. Bobness. Pheonyx Rain claims she climbed out of her taxi window when her phone was stolen. I sat next to Pheonyx Rain in MO2 many times. There is not a taxi. Oh, come on. Oh, dearie me. Oh, man. Pheonyx Rain is like this short. Come on, man. She can jump out of anything. So, yeah, so that's the deal. That is the deal, and that's where we are at. We are with a gentleman who was obviously sitting there whilst Pheonyx Rain and Shauntay White were spilling the beans. They were telling us about who we were talking to, who we were really talking to, and they made some pretty damning accusations yesterday. They made some pretty damning accusations. I think the first accusation was that this gentleman had, we all knew, he told us himself that he was kicked out of a country. He didn't tell us which country. Pheonyx Rain told us that it was the United States. And then Pheonyx Rain told us the reasons why he was thrown out of the United States. The reasons why he was thrown out of the United States was because he was prosecuted for credit card fraud. So yeah, apparently this is an allegation. So allegedly he was prosecuted for credit card fraud, and he got kicked out of the United States unceremoniously, and he came back at some point. Once again, this is another allegation made by Pheonyx Rain that he had stolen money from his family. That's kind of rough. And I don't think it was small money. I think they didn't give us the number, did they? They didn't give us the number, but it wasn't no small money. So it was interesting to see what she had to say about this gentleman. And clearly this gentleman was not happy with that. He's going to be coming on very soon, but guys, I wanted to thank you guys. Yesterday, you kept me on course. I know I'm not the best, controller of things. So it's nice to see you guys. You enabled me to keep on course. Don't hesitate to speak your mind inside there. If you think that this question should be able to move on, we should move on from this question, don't hesitate to say it. Just say it. If you think that you've got a question you want to ask yourself specifically, ask the question inside there, and hopefully I will see the question, do everything in my power to see the question, and then I will ask the question directly to this gentleman. I'll try and ask more direct questions. What I don't like doing is being too direct, clearly, because that's people like Crazy, especially like Crazy Boy. As soon as you start asking him direct questions, yeah, he'll try and deflect those questions. So sometimes it's better just to sort of ease him into a conversation about something, and then hopefully you'll come out with the information, as opposed to us just asking him the question and seeing how he reacts, and then we don't get an answer. So I'll do that kind of on purpose, okay? I don't like strong-arming people into answering me, because let's face it, the chances of that person telling the truth is slim to none. I don't believe in anything he was saying last night about Judy, the lady that was on last night, Judy Johnson. I didn't believe that she was flirtatious and all this type of thing. She could be just flirtatious in nature. You don't know. Okay, some people are, some women are. I used to be one of those types of guys. Yeah. That used to make the assumption that women was sort of flirting with me. Now I know they're not flirting with me, because it never happens. Oh my gosh, it never happens anymore. Anyway, no, it never happens. So, I don't mind that happen, by the way. Prefer that. So yeah, I don't think she's that kind of person. And I'm looking to get some answers from him now to see what he has to say. He also said that she sent him some photographs. There were photographs that were being sent. Now, I saw her profile picture. I don't think there was anything wrong with her profile picture, by the way, guys. A lot of you guys were saying, oh, she's, look at her. She's half naked. She wasn't half naked. She was lying there with a t-shirt on. She was wearing a dressing gown over that. She had socks on and a pair of shorts. She was, for all intents and purposes, she was fully clothed. Take a look at her. Come on now. You walk outside in New York City, you see the way that the girls dress, especially in the South Boogie Down. Wow. No, I don't think she's that kind of person, if I need to be honest with you. 7 children, by the way, 7 children. She looks fantastic for 7 children, by the way. But yeah, clearly I've been in contact with her today. She was not happy with the way some people were sort of almost deflecting from the real conversation, from what we were there for. We weren't there to talk about her dress sense, or whether or not she's whatever you guys were saying she was. She's just if she's just another woman who is free to express herself. She's not living in the Gambia, remember that. She wanted to invest there. I think that's another sad thing. You have so many people who are just willing to part with their money to give other people a chance, to give other countries a chance to build up communities in different places. You're helping these people. You are there to help them. Hello, WST of KMT. Hello, of Kemet. Yeah, hello. It's sad. Imagine doing that. Imagine last year you go to invest in the Gambia. Oh, I want to invest in Africa. You meet this guy and you're like, okay, I'm going to invest in Africa with this guy. I'm doing something good. I'm doing something positive. Yes, I got 7 children, but this is something that's going to benefit them in the future. I like the way this guy's talking. And then 12 months from now, you're there on the computer, having to justify the way you're dressed, trying to tell people that, you shouldn't invest with certain people. We know all the things she was saying last night. It was all true. And clearly, she was right. Many people lost their money. Many people did. And it's unlikely that they'll ever get it back. And that's a crying shame. That is a crying shame. And I'm hoping that people will see this, and I don't really have a lot of hope in this, to be honest with you. Even if they do see that people, there are rules and regulations to investing on the continent and sending your money to unlicensed brokers, unlicensed agents, unlicensed lawyers. It's a recipe for disaster. There is no mechanism to try and get that refunded, reimbursed to you, unless you send it to a business account. Which is the reason why, because people were asking me, I had to open a PayPal account. I had to open one because people wanted to send me money via PayPal. So what I've done is I've opened a business PayPal account for oversight. And this gives them that extra layer of protection, because we just, it's not one of those accounts like a PayPal account that you would have. You just start up a PayPal account within 2 minutes and there you go, you're ready to go. This is not one of those things. Who's that? Sorry, is Go Hard Africa inside here? Ah, hello, Crazy Boyd is here. Crazy Boyd is here. I didn't notice that. So, forgot what I was saying, but you should not, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but investing on the continent is a risky business. So I'm not telling you not to invest in the continent. I'm telling you to manage those risks. Manage the risks. Still, invest your money. Still buy that house. Still buy that land. But make sure you have your back covered when things go wrong. If things go wrong, sometimes it's inevitable that things will go wrong. Especially if you are able to see the key indicators, right? Those signs, those signals, right from the beginning to say, what's going on here? There's no point to waste your money in it. Plenty other investment groups, plenty other investment opportunities in West Africa, where you can invest your money and not worry about losing it. I think the most important thing you should know when investing anywhere, even in America or in England, if you're investing in something, you've got to make the assumption that the money's gone, because that's a risk you're taking. There's nothing to say that this investment is going to succeed. Not all investments succeed. Some of them don't. I'm going to check where our guest is now because I've been here for a while, and Crazy. If you can ask Gibbi to come on, if you're watching. Okay. Judy expressed her feelings and her experience with Crazy. On the other hand, Crazy spoke down to Judy, trying to discredit. Yes, I did notice that. I think that was a little unbecoming of him. A lot more men have become a lot more bolder, let's just say, because I don't remember him speaking this way last year. And that's not to say that he's not a womanizer. I'm just saying that I don't remember him being this way last year. And I think that's probably a manosphere thing, the rise of Kevin Samuels, you know, and in our community, it being accepted that we can demean our ladies, that we can talk down to them, and then tell ladies, hey, you know, I've got you, you know, I'm the man of the house. But that's not the way the man of the house acts. The man of the house does not walk around acting as if the woman, his partner, is subservient, right? He doesn't have to act that way. Women naturally become subservient to strong, powerful men, and normally strong, powerful men don't run around trying to push their power onto women, making it look like they are, you know, they're putting pressure on them. The word, my English is going out of my head. You know, I just need to go back to England now. Heaven's sakes. You know, yeah, oppress them. That's the word. So a real man doesn't need to do that. A real man doesn't need to oppress a woman in order to, you know, feel good. Real men don't have to. It just happens naturally. A woman will naturally become subservient to a man if he's taking care of business. And a lot of the men in 2021, they don't want to own up to that responsibility. They're like, yo, no, we'll just blame them. That's the point. Especially in our community. Do you think we are in any position whatsoever to start talking to our men and to our women in that way? You know, giving them a score from 1 to 10. Who does that? Who does that? My son is almost in his mid-20s. He doesn't talk to women like that. He's a grown man. And now we've got men in their 50s who are talking. Boy, it's terrible. It's terrible. Whoa, that was nice. So, sorry, let's have a look. I'm going to take a look at some of your. Yeah. I don't think he was blaming Juliet for his entire failure, because she did at one point, you know, pick him up too. But I think Kwesi's in that zone at this moment where he's saying, the root cause of all my problems is a woman. So I'm going to take this out on all women. All women that aren't with me is an enemy. And if they're an enemy, I'm going to use them. I think that's what we've got at this present moment. Is Kwesi still in here? So, Ali Jones. Hello, Ali Jones. It is neat haram. Harmony M. Voice of Gambia is self-given to... No, no, no. I just gave it to him. I just gave it to him. There are angry forum. Yeah, we're not going to be going there. We're going to keep it calm. We're going to be very civil tonight, guys. Okay. If we have enough time, this guy, ends up coming on. And if we have enough time, then what we will do is we will bring in you guys. I think you're right. I think they are to a certain degree. But you got to remember, what would happen? Do you know, she has done a lot of work, and she has managed to take care of some people's land. Okay, it's not like she's been totally a total failure on all counts. But let's say 10% of the people got exactly, 90% of those people got exactly what they wanted, and 10% didn't. Would you call that a success? No, you wouldn't. That's 10% of those people who invested, some of them their entire life savings, and have not received anything for it. And the thing is, if it's going to take a certain amount of time, it's going to take 5, 6, 7 months in order for you to get your land, then tell the customer why it's taking 6, 7, 8 months. Be clear about it, communicate it in a clear, concise manner so that your customer totally understands 100%. Because if you don't, you're going to have something like this happen. Bring on the to buy. Oh. Who? Oh. Oh, I don't know where they are. It's likely that they're watching. Likely that they are. Bobness. If we are going to be very civil, then I'm going to out myself as apparently, oh my God, who has made his home in the country. What are you talking about? Doesn't matter if you're a Mzungu, that's what you want to call it. Jojo Mama. Kwesi thinks he's a big fish in a small pond, aging grifter, trying to be a young kingpin. Yeah, that's possibly it. Brexit have deceived people, lied to people, and exploited the repatriation program. I think that they have to a certain degree. I don't mind the exploitation of the actual country and its systems, as long as you're putting back into the country, as long as you're not buggering off when you've earned enough money, going back to your mountain estate over in Switzerland to spend the money so it goes back into the hands of a few greedy bankers. No, if you really make Gambia a home, you will put that money into the country. You will keep it in there so your money goes further. Let's have a look at what else you're saying. Papa, are you Caucasian? We don't use that word in the UK. Are you from the Caucasus? No. Brexit has not deceived anyone. Please show me the proof. It's a good question. Give me a second and see where this gentleman is. Make sure he has the link. Oh, damn. I don't think I sent him the link. Oh, okay. He's coming on now. I'm going to sent him the link right now. Wait the invite a guest. So paste that. There you go. Just click on the link. So he's going to be with us shortly. And so, Ali Jones. Ali Jones, I'm wondering who this profile is, Ali. I'm quite intrigued to find out who is the person behind this this profile, Ali Jones. It would be very interesting to find out. Repat moments, lots lost. Stay in your own country. I think country, that was meant to say, unless you have the funds and a mature intelligence to travel. Is that not very sound advice? Why do you need to tell people this? Don't you believe? Isn't it strange that now in 2021, anyone now can just get a ticket and it's not rocket science anymore. It used to be a big occasion just to buy a ticket, you know. Okay, get up in the morning. Where are you going to? I'm going to town. Why? I'm going to go to the travel agents. Why? So I can sit down with that person. He's going to go on the phone. He's going to call up the airlines. He's going to get me the best price. So it used to be, you know, it used to be something. Now I could book a flight to India right now for cheap to Goa because it's summertime. 300 euros, no problem, you know, and I could bugger off over there if I felt like. It's kind of annoying that the flights to Africa is still expensive, but I have some plans coming once again for Africa. I know I posted that video the other day. Let's have a look. I live in the UK. I use the word. Oh, really? Are you sure about that? You're not. You are very much the very unique person to use that word, Ali Jones, in the UK. And if you've lived in the UK, you know no one uses that word. So let's not go there. Let's have a look, guys. Harmony M, hello. Shameless plug. My family is here in the Gambia and I bake cakes while my husband is an IT developer. Eat more cake, be happy. Does your, Harmony, does your husband who's an IT developer, is he a software developer? That'd be interesting to know. Is he a software developer in the Gambia? And in the Gambia, do they have their own sort of Silicon Valley, like Nigeria does and like Ghana does, their own little area where they have strong Wi-Fi near the ocean? It'd be interesting to see whether they have something like that in the Gambia, because that is some place where they do need to start. They are lagging behind. It's ridiculous, actually, that they're still there. God, these people. These politicians are terrible. That's it. Oh, you used to live in the UK. So anyway, I got in contact, actually. I tried to send a message to an African-American couple who've recently repatriated to the UK. They're loving it. They are really enjoying their time. And they're living in the same area where I grew up. You know why? I was wondering earlier, I was asking myself, why? Why is that the case? You know, you got, what's his name? Roy Roberson. Roy Roberson. You've got Roy Roberson, Tina Turner, you got Nina Simone. You have all these African Americans, these great African Americans who just left the United States and they didn't move to Africa, they moved to Europe. They moved to Europe. So it'd be interesting to see, and we have him in the. It's here. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to put him onto the live stream now, guys. Gambia, nice to have you here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Have you listened to the live stream up until now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to ask you first about yourself. Okay, so you're a Gambian. You were born and raised in the Gambia, or are you from another African country?
Yes, I am Gambian. You know, my name is
Okay.
Gibbi Nije, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I went to high school here, but went to formal education in the US, which was in 2009 in North Carolina, which I was having a scholarship in North Carolina Wesleyan for 4 years, and then transferred to Mount Olive College in North Carolina.
Sorry, you mean Tar Heels? Tar Heels. North
Yes.
Carolina, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Michael Jordan.
North Carolina. Yes.
Okay. So I was just spitting out. Okay, that's pretty impressive. And did you like America?
I mean, yeah, it was nice. It was a good experience, but you know, this is what we have back home. So you know, I came back here, you know, and I'm really impressed because the lifestyle that was there in the US, it wasn't just for me. You know what I mean? Like I saw some comment, you know, that was on the thing yesterday about me being deported and stealing money from my family. You know, those are just allegations. Yeah, those are just allegations because I take care of a lot of family here. Why would I take money from my own family? You know, those are just, you know, that's the thing we're talking about. Because if anybody that know me as a, you know, being helpful in this movement. It's been years I've been doing this. You know, I help over thousands of people here get property, whatever. You could see it on my YouTube. You know what I mean? So yeah, they just like to spoil people now. That's what it is.
You had these allegations were made by Pheonyx Rain and Shauntay White. They were in the comment section.
Okay.
And they were in the comment section yesterday, and I think they weren't happy with what you were saying about them, but something tells me that you know you have a lot of loyalty towards Quasi Boyd, because he never let you down, did he? He never turned his back on you, did he?
I don't want to go deeply into certain things, but you know, these sisters, I help them. You know, everyone making sure they're okay when all those situations happen. When you know, it was all over the internet, so they will tell you themselves. Especially Pheonyx, I help her get 2 properties here. That you know, I'm not doing it for the money, but from my own. You know, because I look at them as my sisters. You know. My own cousin was driving her around, you know, making sure she's okay. But I don't know where all these allegations came from. But, you know, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, we need to come together as one. Because this will tell you the division that, you know, people are bringing over in the Gambia. You know, we don't live like that. You know what I mean? That's why, that's one of the reasons why I left the West, because of this self-division and, you know, all this hate they want to bring around. I work with a lot of people, but it ain't like sometimes you might not even like their attitude or how they treat your own people. You know what I mean? But here, Gambians, they be so nice, you know? we so nice they just want to take it as advantage. All of them, all the sisters have issues. Starting from Art Carty, all of them, you always have problems with them. You know?
Well, I've got somebody in the chat room is asking me to tell you to ask you to put on your camera. Can you put your camera on?
I can hear you.
Can you put your camera on?
Oh no. I just have a surgery. I just have a surgery on my leg, which is really affecting me. I'm on some heavy, medicine right now. So that's why I decided not to put my face up there.
That's totally understandable. Also, I know that the Wi-Fi is not the strongest there in the Gambia, so I'll give you a pass on that. So I want to get back to that afterwards. But Gambia Nice, it's a real estate company.
Right.
And what do you sell?
But more so, I'm doing it for the for helping the movement. That's how I started, bro. Like if you ask blacks in the same way, I'm the guy that always put dots together. I'll bring people for them to hire. Always delegating on like me and Poesy. You know what I mean? It's not about it was about business that put us together. You know what I mean? We started it. He built the website for Black Seed and all that. Right in my eye, we started from that end. Because one day he called me, he was like, brother, come, I want us to go look at, talk to some business people. First day out, next day, that's when we met Juliet. And then we start, they chopping it up for like a week till everything came together, and we helped over thousands of people, bro. If I tell you, there's some days we don't even sleep. Most of these people, I pick them up from the airport. Most people know me from helping them from day one till they leave the Gambia. I help a lot of families. You know what I mean? Yeah, Phoenix, I pick her up from the airport. At Party, I pick her up from the airport. A lot of people. I can't even count it.
So you know a lot of people. You were there.
It's always about this division. Huh?
So when did things turn sour then? When did things go bad between you guys? Clearly, at one point, you guys were having a good relationship with one another. Why? I mean, you seem pretty...
Right, because my mission to this was, I believe in the book.
Sorry, say that again.
Okay. I can't hear what you said. What was your question?
I was asking when did things turn bad?
Somebody say I didn't attend UNP. I said North Carolina Wesleyan College.
Yeah. So you attended there for 4 years?
Yes, it was a 4-year college, but I did 2 years and get a better scholarship in Mount Olive University, which I was soccer over there.
What type of scholarship? Was it an academic scholarship?
Soccer. I was playing soccer.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
my whole family out there. My mom has been there for over 20 years. My sisters are there. My stepdad, he worked for the government as the spokesman of this country. My dad live here, and I have a long term, history in real estate. My grandfather used to do it. My dad the same thing, till they retire. So this it's not about, I'm here to help people between agents here in the Gambia, because that's what I do. You can look at my YouTube. All the compounds are reasonable. People always link me to get those those type of deals.
Do you sell land as well?
No, I didn't sell any land. The last land I remember, that was my grandfather's land in Kitty, which I was selling on my page. You could see everything that I advertised. That was I got all the documents, everything was legit. So I decided to cut everything into 25 by 25, and it's still selling right now. So I'm not the type of guy that will steal money from people, from my own family. That's crazy. I'm here
I'm
making it
going to ask
happen. I'm
you.
not even just.
I'm going
Uh-huh.
to ask you. Yeah. Okay. So you didn't. So you're categorically saying that you did not steal any money from your family.
No, that's an absolute lie. That's a lie. I take care of my family. Anybody who know me, you could be in the street, they will tell you this is a good brother because I also, help a lot of people around. I'm not the type that will take money from people. You know what I mean? They know that. I live in my own compound. They out here renting and shit. They don't come with shit from the States. I'm telling you. And I don't even like the division that, some people coming from the West. I love a lot of brothers. I'm not gonna lie. Some people, if you come here, you have to humble yourself and try to learn the culture first. Like some people like Saeed, they're very humble brothers. You know, I just have two African coming here to establish businesses. Somebody opening a manufacturing company, but they will come here, they won't even bring shit over here, but wanna just spoil the name of this country on YouTube. You know, it's crazy.
Let me ask you
Even
this.
if you go to the States, yes.
One of
I'm saying
the.
even if you go to,
Sorry. Go on. Go on. Carry on.
no, I was just saying like the division they always bring, oh, the Lebanese they controlling this and the third. Go to the hood. You go to the states. It's a lot of shops they owned by Arab people. You know, some are Africans, but they will come and bring some issues here. Wanna complain over everything. Oh, my phone being stolen, everything on YouTube.
That's true. That's true. I think a lot of people are disheartened by what they see. They don't expect themselves to be robbed, but they need to understand that, there are a lot of poor people especially in the smaller African countries, maybe not so in the larger African countries, but definitely in places like the Gambia. Gibbi, listen, someone has asked, is Juliet scamming?
Juliet, I
Yeah,
can tell you
you're
nothing but good about. I can tell you nothing but good thing about Juliet. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not here to spoil anybody's name. Juliet was just a honest. He was just a leader who was working with her, and I see the work she do. Let's give her some credit too. I'm not here I'm not somebody that bring divisions. I'm not like that. Whoever that's her thing. I didn't see her scamming anybody. You know.
okay. So that's good. It's good to hear. And have you worked with her since? When you started up your real estate company, have you done any work with her, or is there too much tension between her and Quasi in order for you guys to work together?
No, me. I'm an independent businessman. I'm
Oh,
working for myself because those are some footsteps I had to went through, to learn what I have to do for our people. And I'm trying to do it the right way. Like these sisters, they will tell you, even okay, when everybody say, oh, what happened to what happened to Kwesi, this and the third. There should be a way, it should have been a professional way we could have went with this matter, not about the media. Because people like me, I was sacrificing my life, making sure, hey, look, let this not just go away like that. You know, I was making sure I was sleeping in the same room they sleep in, making sure they're okay. If I'm not there, I'll have somebody sleep in that compound, make sure they're good till they're able to find their places and stuff. You know, right? Yeah, Juliet, we worked before, yes, but I didn't see her scamming anybody. Everything we was doing was legit. You know, and that's why I'm there for. I'm helping them to because I'm from this country, so I know a lot of things that I could bring to the table that we could all utilize on. But it's like everybody wants the same thing. That's the problem. Everybody trying to control, have the same thing that somebody else is making. That's the problem. You know, that's the big problem. Everybody's slandering everybody. You know, let's come together as one. You know? Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
You have a real estate company now. Are you licensed? Are you a licensed real estate broker?
It is well licensed. You know, like I was saying earlier, my grandfather was doing this. You know, he passed away right now, but my dad too was doing real estate. He was in the States for so long, came here and bought a lot of plots of land, and he was doing the same thing. You know, so it's something that's in my blood. And you know, thank God, yesterday they were talking about, oh, he got deported. I don't miss nothing in the States right now. If I want to go to the States, I could go back to the States. You know, but for what? I'm in my country. I'm living the life. You know, I don't have to be working my ass off all day. Working.
You got deported in 2009.
In 2009? No, that's a lie. You see, I went to the US in 2009. Yeah. I came back to Gambia in 2018. So, you know, I've just been here for about 3 years.
But you can't, but if you've been deported, you won't be able to go back. You won't be able to go back. If you came back in 2000, when did you come back?
I could go back if I want. I have my own passport. You know, those are just allegations. I don't just want to be in the States anymore because it was the system wasn't for me. You know, I'm judged as a criminal in this. But when I'm in my country, I'm free. I'm not driving, you know, looking at my soldiers and stuff. You know, I'm good where I'm at. My whole family's out there. My whole family been traveling.
But you said you got deported yourself, though, yesterday. You said you got deported. You said that.
Yes. Yes, I said that. It's a voluntary deportation. I was having a problem with the immigration, but you know what? I just came back. I wasn't packed up and just deported. No. I could go back to the States if I want.
You got to be careful with that, Gibbi.
American. You get that?
You're saying one thing yesterday, but you're sort of making a U-turn. You got to be careful with what you're saying about yourself. You can't turn around and say that you were deported if you weren't, right?
Well, you have to deeply know about deportation because you have to have an aggravated felony for you to be deported.
Yeah,
I know. Problem with the immigration. I was like, you know what? I'll just go home. You know, it was a voluntary deportation. You know, I timed myself and I decided to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I know about that. I was deported myself from the United States, but a long time ago. And it was for an aggravated a crime where I attacked somebody, and it was a pretty powerful person in New York State, actually. So yeah, I know where you're coming from, but of course you got to be careful still because people are going to believe what you tell them. Nobody made that up.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. You got headphones? Hold on, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So this question is about Judy.
Okay.
Tell me about Judy. I mean, you know, I just think that I've got my own opinions basically on what happened yesterday. When she spoke about you.
It's really low on my end. I can't hear you properly.
When Judy spoke about you yesterday, she had nothing but positive words to say about you.
Hold on.
And then all of us. words to say about it.
I have some black headphones.
Oh, I've lost him. Anyway, so the last question I asked him for was the about Judy and why he sort of, in a way, he betrayed her because she had nothing but good words. I mean, I spoke to her before she even came online. She had nothing but good words and praise to say about Judy, which is why I found it really strange yesterday when he came on and he was saying these nasty things about her. Then I realized the reason why he was doing that is because he has a lot of loyalty towards Kwesi. He has a lot of loyalty towards him, and that was a chance for him to use the situation to prove his loyalty to Kwesi, to prove to him that he's not going to go behind his back. I still believe that he would. I don't think any of these guys are trustworthy. You understand? And part of the reason why is because of, oh, wait a minute. He's back in and adding to the stream again. Hello again. Can you hear us?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. So I was asking a question, the last question that I asked. Okay, good. The last question that I asked you was the way that you communicated with Judy Johnson yesterday. Why did you speak to her that way? Because when I was speaking to her yesterday, she was speaking very positive things about you. She was saying nice things about you, but then you sort of turned on her. You weren't nice to her back.
Right.
Why?
See, we've been communicating for a minute since she was part of the investor. And if you ask her, I was one of the people. She wanted to invest more, but I told her to wait till she come to Gambia and then see for herself, because she wasn't even feeling the vibes with Art Carty, what she's saying about Malad, stuff like that. And I tried to protect her. But yesterday it was a different situation, bro. I have a wife now, but she was pissed off seeing those stuff. So I was in that stress at home. So I'm,
Yeah. She sent you a photograph of her breastfeeding her child, right?
She sent it, yeah.
I don't know about you, but because my wife is breastfeeding at the moment, I don't find it offensive when I see women breastfeeding. But is that a cultural thing? Do you think? Did you see her? Oh, did you think it was something that it probably wasn't?
Bro,
here in the West,
she wasn't breastfeeding. I had to delete the picture because my wife was having my phone. She was, you know what I'm saying, bro. Come on, don't tell me your wife can send me a naked picture of her like that.
No, I've never had anybody send me naked photographs behind my wife's back. No, I've never had that. I've never had that situation. So I'm lucky, but I never put myself in a situation where I'm in contact with women in that kind of a way. You understand? So no women ever sent me like pictures like that. I'm all good. But I mean, I still don't think that she would have sent to you those photographs for that specific reason. I mean, this is just my opinion, but I don't know. If she has a kid with her, I think it's
I
more
saw that,
cultural.
I can answer your question. It don't have nothing to do with no cultural. I understand both sides of it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Will you? I mean, so you still think that she's not a good person? You have no respect for her?
She is a good person. She's a good person. You know, it's always, you know, I call her my family. Since I met, you know, we talk a lot of times, you know. Even when she
Okay.
was investing, you know, she always call and I give her heads up and everything.
Okay. Okay. Good. 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 And I wanted to speak more about. I mean, I know you don't want to talk about Blacksit, but we have to. You're here. I want you to tell me about her work practices, her company, yeah, Blacksit as an organization. Tell me about your experience working within the organization. I know Blacksit is a very nice person. I've spoken to her on the phone for long periods of time sometimes. So I know she's a very nice person. I know her husband's a very nice person, but their company, you know, as a company, do they work well? Do they have good practices? Do they do things which are professional within the organization? Give me your opinion on that.
Okay. She's a good sister, bro, but we all go through different stuff in life. We just have to understand each other sometimes. You know, you might work with me, but you don't like the way I'm moving things, and we might not be cool, even though we're in the same organization. You know, my job then was easier, like, because I'll just find them connections around to link with people, you know. And then we had a project, you know, we were selling some land. I was just supporting them, you know, helping them whatever they need. So that's just it, you know. But you know, I don't want to talk about people, like I tell you, I don't want to talk about people like that, you know.
Okay, forgive me, but I had to ask. I had to ask.
Yeah.
And you now have. I mean, do you ever? You're in the Gambia now. Do you ever run into, or do you ever see Shauntay White and Pheonyx Rain? Do you ever see them around the town at
Yeah.
Motus? Maybe?
I don't go to Motus. You know, that's not my chill spot. I don't, you know, I don't just like the energy there. So sometimes I don't, you know, I don't surround myself with everybody. I'm just busy working and that's it. You know, with Phoenix, you know, she recently reached back to me. I'll be seeing them around. But you know, I'm busy doing other things because I can't, you know, sometimes in this life you have to be professional on everything you're doing. In this situation that happened earlier, like I was saying, everything could have been done in a professional way. You know, they've been to some ranks. Phoenix was in the army. She should have did the right thing when, you know, when she saw that, okay, this organization, this is the problem. Let this brother step down. Let's, you know, because that's what I was there for. I'm just, you know, trying to make sure to protect the people from their investments too. That was the thing. Like, if we continue, you know, the little bit of corruption, we continue to the next level, we could have made that happen. But it's like everybody want the same shit. Everybody want to have workers, want to, you know, use Gambians around and stuff. No, you know. With Shauntay, I told her they were supposed to have a meeting about working together. Straight up, I told them I don't want to work with them. You know, I don't want to work with unprofessional people. Period.
Of course not. And I find this very strange. I find it strange that Blacksit doesn't trust the people that works with her, not with the money anyway. Did you find that in your experience when you was working with? Did she trust you 100%? Let's ask that question.
Does she trust me?
Did Blacksit trust you?
Okay, me basically I was just Quasi's assistant then, you know. So whatever we do a deal, you know, it's just you know, I wasn't getting direct pay from her. It's whatever me and Kwesi do, we have a you know commission out of it, and that's how I was getting paid.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, but it's just like sometimes the way people treat our brothers around, you know, sometimes it's just a problem. I have my nephew. He was editing for Black Seed. You know, that's what I do. I bring the people that they need. Okay, we need a secretary. We need this. We need an editor. You know, my own nephew was editing for Black Seed and doing cameras and everything. You know.
Cool. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, listen. I've got people asking questions here, so I'm going to ask these questions to you. Of course, doing no deals of trusting. Sorry. So this is a lot of what people were asking yesterday, actually. They were asking a lot of questions. Yes, how do you know that I'm apologetic? That's not for me, is it?
Hold on 1 second. Whenever
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't hear him.
He was. Sorry, I'm going to answer this question here, but this man was very different yesterday.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you. I had somebody. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you because I'm using my phone and it's a lot of calls.
Oh, okay. So you can't hear me. I don't think you can hear me. But anyway, I wanted to answer this. He was different yesterday, but you got to remember, Kwesi was around yesterday, and I think he realizes that he needs to put on. He needs to represent this Gambianice. He can't come on and start
Yes.
This and the other anymore. He's got to be professional. Hence the reason why I've sort of changed my tune as well now, because oh my God, with oversight, I now have to be ultra careful. I can't be running around swearing, and that will happen sometimes, inevitably. I was raised in the UK, so we tend to swear a lot. So
yeah, now I can hear you properly.
Okay, good. He's back. He's back, guys. So how do you know the unapologetic? I don't understand this question, Ali Jones. I'm not going to ask him that because I don't understand it. He's asking whether, have you been in the Black Seed office? Have you been in the Black Seed office?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Then I never been to the office.
Because there is a lot of people who are having a lot of trouble with the people over there, the people who are selling land over there. What does your company do? What do you do that the other agents don't do?
Say that again.
Okay. What does your company do? What does GAMBIANICEES do? Your real estate company. What does it do in order to make sure that the people who are buying land, buying houses there, to make sure that they don't get scammed?
Okay, I only deal with legit lands that I know that I've seen the paperwork or is from my family. So I don't just involve myself into a lot of land. Sometimes I do compound rentals and houses for sale.
Okay.
Right.
So you only work with people who are registered?
Right. Everything have to be legit. I won't just sell a land that they only have the Alcala document. No, those normally those type of lands will bring issues. So I don't normally involve myself in stuff like that.
Okay. So I'm gonna be blunt and ask you once again. Does your company have any sort of recourse? Let's say that one of the deals falls through. Does your company have any type of insurance to make sure that the money doesn't get lost?
Okay, we also, whatever deal we're doing, we involve lawyers here. So everything have a way we go with it, you know. So, you know, and then also the business is fully licensed. I work with a couple of lawyers that handle everything for me. Let's say if a neighbor wanna sell their compound, you know, they'll make sure the papers, everything is right, and they pay their taxes before we even involve any customer.
No. Okay.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit more about Pheonyx Rain. What was your relationship with Pheonyx Rain? Because yesterday I heard you say something about Pheonyx Rain being with much younger men. Does Pheonyx Rain have a partner now, and is he young?
Yeah, she living the Gambian life, you know. That's her. I know everybody, you know, got their thing going on. So, you know,
For sure.
most of these sisters here come here to get, you know, young people to, I don't know how to define that.
No.
You know,
I
yeah, so
understand.
that's her. I know there was, you know, yeah.
Do you know why?
But I don't know where to get that I steal money from my own family. You know, I don't think that's true. If
She said
I
she got
steal
it.
anybody money, bring them out.
I think she said she got it from you.
Me.
Yes.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute 'cause I didn't talk to her. Cause you know, here that's how they do. You help them around for so long, you know, spending your time and money on them just to help them. But they just show you a different type of, you know, it's just like a vulture culture, man. They just wanna conquer and rule everybody. That's why I was pissed in that you know, in that meeting the other day. Because you know, it affects a lot of people too. We had over 15 Gambians that were working with us, you know. It was sad seeing your own brothers just sitting like that, not working for months, you know.
Yeah.
That's
I
why I
hate
said
that.
there was a way we could have do all this, but most people are doing it just to get subscribers, you know. And another thing too, bro, this is where the problem comes. Because some of these people, that's the problem. They come in here trying to take over people's jobs and stuff, you know. We need people that are coming to create jobs, not people coming, oh, you know, oh, I got an interview tomorrow, you know.
They all see Gambia as the place where they can start afresh and they can rebuild an empire. And that's what they are. A lot of them are thirsty for, they really want success. But I think a lot of them need to soften up because the Gambia isn't a place where you have to be hard like New York. You know, it's two completely different kettles of fish. So that's what a lot of them don't understand. But a lot of them are moving there. A lot of them have this risk appetite. They want to go there, and they don't care whether they have to risk losing their money in order to get there. They will do it. They will do that. They will risk their money. And a lot of people are taking advantage of that at this moment. So, can you
And
understand
another thing,
that you?
bro, another thing I want to clear, because you know, I'm a businessman. You don't have to tell me who I have to work with or who I don't have to work with, you know. And that was the main problem. That was the main problem, you know. I could work with who I want to work with, you know. Yeah.
You can work with anyone, clearly.
Who? No, no,
You're
I'm
saying
just
you.
saying, like, it's been a minute. It's been since all this problem was starting. Everybody was saying, "Oh, gee, you need to clear your name. Oh, gee, you need to do that." No, I don't need to clear my name to anybody. You know, just my work will show people who I am. You could see on my channel. I don't just be on the YouTube like that, but I have a lot of. If I was just taking footage of the work I'm doing for the movement, you know, you will see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look. Yes, yeah, okay. I totally understand that. I totally understand that. And I also want to ask you about Shauntay White. What was your relationship with her? Did it go anything beyond professional? I've been hearing
It
rumors, so I
wasn't.
need to ask this question.
It wasn't professional at all. You know, last
You and
time I
Shauntay
got it.
White.
Huh?
You and Shauntay White. Was it
Shante.
purely
I mean,
professional?
they're not professional. That's what she wanted. She wanted to have a team and all this to just keep doing what they are doing. But relationship wise, she wanted me, yeah. But she's not my type. You know.
Okay. Did at any point did Phoenix Rain want you as well at any point?
Nah, she didn't. What
Was
am I
she going
gonna be
after
doing
Queasy?
with. No, she wasn't going after me. Phoenix, she called me brother. I call her sister. You know what I mean? Since day one she came.
Was she going after Quasi?
You
Because
know?
Quasi made this allegation that Phoenix Rain was trying to get with him.
Well, I didn't know about that. Definitely. You know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one allegation he made. But you never
Yeah.
mixed this with
Whatever
pleasure.
problem they got together. Huh?
You never mix business with pleasure.
Right, right. You can't do that. We was trying to work, but she was on some feelings. So I didn't want to go further with those type of people. And then it's too much hate on each other, and easily whatever. There was a time the sister that was helping them, working with them, borrowed a bag from her and went to her country. Obviously, whoever asked you to let me use your bag and go to my country, come back, you definitely know that person is not coming right back. And then she put that on YouTube. I mean, on what is it, Facebook, spoiling her name. That's not how we live here. You gotta come here and learn the culture and be humble. If you're not humble, you're just gonna go back to get broke. That's just gonna happen. I've seen a lot of people. You know, we have to come together as one with good intentions. But it's just sad the black community will never come together. I've been seeing it. You know, all the YouTubers, they're problems right now.
And it seems as though we have this YouTube. Everybody wants to be successful on YouTube because it makes everybody's lives easier. So I don't know if you have the same thing over in the Gambia, but if you have 100,000 YouTube viewers, subscribers, your life changes. And a lot of people don't understand how your life changes, but you're able to do a lot of things that you weren't able to do when you had 99,000 subscribers. Trust me on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference. My life is not based on YouTube, bro. I'm doing a lot of things. Not just real estate. I'm involved into music production. I have my own artists. This is our country here, bro. We're not never gonna fail, never. And what can these people do for the community? What are they doing to help the Gambians instead of always looking at the downside of it? What? You know, that's what we need to talk about. Stop spoiling people's name as scammer, you know, this. No, they're helping people. It's a movement, you know, to be honest with you. So if you're doing it for the money, you can never help the people, you know?
Okay. And the problem is that you were kind of attacking people yesterday. You were part of the problem yesterday, really. I mean, because no one really was attacking.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it's yesterday, you still got to, you know, you clearly have to be responsible for your own actions. Could have been an hour ago. It makes no difference, right?
Yeah, situations change, you know.
I'm glad you've been a lot more professional about it tonight. I wasn't expecting it. I've got to be honest with you. I'm happy that you've come out this way. Because there were a few people.
They'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm very organized. I always have a team, you know, helping people. You know, all those people that was working to the organization, I have to scan them first, make sure, you know, they have what we need for them to work with us. You know, it wasn't an easy job.
Someone's asking me where is Judy's money, but I don't think I'm going to ask him anyway. Do you know what happened to Judy's?
They don't. I didn't advertise any investment in my page. You know, I didn't take no money from anybody. So, you know, they could go ahead and ask whoever is responsible on those investments. You know, my job was to find properties for them. Yes, I did find over 4 properties for them that they could use as the investment. I mean, I could tell the job that I did for them, yeah, but don't ask me any investment money. You know.
Okay. Do you think Judy will get her money back?
I mean, if it was done in the professional way, yes, some people could have get their money back, because there was some assets and properties that we could have utilized on. Okay, if I have an organization and I know the manager is not doing what's right, you know, I'll just, you know, replace that, have a new management system. You know, those were the stuff that we needed to focus on instead of everybody being on YouTube and just spoiling each other's name. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then all this YouTube, they be showing like Art Carty last time on her YouTube. She even spoke about me. The tall guy that been to the States, he was there, about the white guy holding a baby. All those are lies that people, I was there with her. The dude was my friend. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop it. The dude said he's gonna take the phone from her. I was really kind of mad at her. That's the reason why I don't fuck with her anymore. We was working, but we don't see each other. You know what I mean? So sometimes they will just come and take lies and want to spoil the country. You know, here is a tourism country. You know, like a brother was saying it the other day. The first time I came from the States, I went to the beach. Somebody told me, man, I never heard an American accent over here. You know, that tells you that the black people just recently start coming. You know, people start realizing that, okay, we're going home. They don't even know where they're from. Let them, all these light skin, and they don't know. Let them go to Guinea or some Nigeria somewhere. They're not Gambians. You know, check your history even before you come. We're about to start even scanning them before they come. Check their record history and everything. Seriously, that would help, because some people are sick. You know, they just want to talk on YouTube, spoil people's name. You know, I've been working, bro. I've been taking care of myself since in the States. You know, I have a son there, and I also have family there. You know, my wife is from the States. You know.
Oh, you have an American wife,
and I have a daughter. Huh?
You have an American wife,
Right. I was there for 10 years, bro. I had a whole family there.
Ah.
So they would just go around, spoil people's name, but we was the same people that was helping them, you know? That's why I was pissed off. Where you get that from? I steal money from my family. That's a lie, man. I'm here, I help my own family. Why would I take money from them? That's funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, she did say that, but there was no proof of it clearly. She's not here to say anything back towards us, but you know, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, when you're, I cannot remember whether I did it myself to my mother, whether I stole some change from a purse or whatever. I didn't do anything like that, but you know, I can sympathize with some people that go out and do that. Okay, it can happen, right? Why would she say this? Why would she say that, you know, it's a bit of a random thing, because you know, I don't see her as being the kind of person that would just random make this up.
That's her, because I didn't have nothing against her. I was the same person that found her 2 properties that she was living in with free of charge. She didn't pay me for that. You know, sometimes we have to appreciate in life so you can repay. But if you just want to spoil people's name like that after all the good they did for you, seriously?
Okay. Oh,
somebody said I'm married for a green card. I went to the States with a green card. My family, my mom filed for me, so I went there to see my mom. She was there since I was 7. You know. So you see how people just, you know, spoil people's name, and I don't want to go back to the States. If I want to, I will, but I don't want to go back to the States.
I totally understand that. What do you think about Shauntay White's question here, or her comment? The Gambian government needs to know. There's a comment right here on her on the screen. If you look, the Gambian government needs to know what these people have been doing to scam the investors. Did Kwesi Boyd scam his investors?
She was part of the employees. She was part of the employees. I should be the one. There was the executive assistants, you know? I was the executive assistant for one point, but when they came in, there was the executive assistant. I was just an assistant. I was just assisting there with properties and stuff. That's what I said. That's why I said that if they did it in a professional way, it could have went to that level. But now, I know everybody gonna go to court regardless. You know.
Yeah, I know. So you you don't believe that Kwesi would scam anyone knowingly?
Would scam anyone know? The idea was there, you know. It was a great, you know, thing that they was doing to help people. You know, everything was there, the facts. But if it's a mismanagement, I could call it that, you know, because we've been doing this for a minute, you know. But I don't have idea with investment money or none of that. I don't want nobody to ask me that question.
But people are going to ask you these questions, though. You've got a company, and your company is based on trust. People are going to need to trust you. They're going to ask these questions, right?
Right. But this was before I opened my own real estate company.
I don't think that makes a difference. You know, I've opened a company. You know, I'm not sure if you know, but I've opened a company too, and I always ask people to think and ask questions. Be critical about it. You need to think critical about it, and you need to think to yourself about people. I tell them this. I literally tell my subscribers this. Look at the people who you ask questions to and they don't want to answer the questions. Look at those people, because clearly if there is no problem, then there's no need to not answer the question. You understand? You can be open as you wish. This is why I'm in a relationship with a woman now, right? I could give her my phone without even thinking twice, and she'd do the same thing. It's a beautiful thing to have trust between two people or between two parties. And there are people here who clearly you guys are having to rebuild your trust after all that time. So, you know, you can't allow something like this to happen again. There are a lot of people who are going to look at Gambia Nice and they're going to associate it with Quasi Boyd, right? Because you know him.
Yeah, I know him. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I know. This is the court of
businessman. You know, we together because we making things happen. You know, like just like right now, people might not like Kwesi, but I don't have any problem with him. He never took my money, apart from helping me. You know what I mean? So we've been working for a minute, and you know, we have a signed agreement, and he always, you know, maintain his words. You know, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a Gambian. I've been doing this. It's not something I just started, bro. From my grandfather till my dad do the same thing. This is something that's in my blood, you know?
Okay. What do you think about those people, those agents over there who have not been paying their capital gains tax in the Gambia?
Agents.
Yeah, there have been a lot of
definitely. Yes, it's a lot of agents here that are not even registered. So sometimes that's why you need the right people to you know, take you through this. Because we all know you might ask for a compound, but the compound is just $4,000 for the year. But you see another agent that's giving it for $6,000. You know, you're trying to always avoid those type of people. You know, that's why most people that come to me, they know, you know, I just help them get the best thing on their price range, and you know, I have a little flow. I'm not, YouTube is not my life thing. You know, I'm not depending on YouTube.
I'm going to ask Shauntay if she wants to come in. Do you want to come into the conversation, Shauntay? I know she didn't want to come in yesterday, but I just thought it would be good for you guys to I mean, because Shauntay also has a business, right? And she's also helping with shipping and repatriation for other African Americans. Would you two ever work with one another again? Would you ever work with her or
Who?
Shauntay White?
Will I ever work with her?
Yeah, would you do any work with her? I mean, you're both professional people, right? You're doing professional things.
No,
Would there be
I don't see myself. I don't mix myself with a lot of, you know, I cannot read people quick. So I already know, you know, some people I just have to stay away from them. You know what I mean? A friend of mine just told me last week, she even tried to take me to the police station, you know, offer some video that he didn't want to give her. You know, these people are they just jealous. They don't want to see nobody making it. That's the problem. And this is our country, you know?
Someone mentioned, oh, UN, you mentioned your business several times on every live. Of course I do. My live, the niche of this channel is focused on the very solution, the very problem that my company has been built to solve. So yeah, of course, I'm going to mention it. I'm not trying to be rude, but of course I'm going to mention it shamelessly as well. We do a good service too. I'm going to check if we've got any more questions for you here. What? Are you married? You're married now.
I'm married, yes.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you practice polygamy?
Oh no, I don't practice I don't practice that.
Okay. 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 Cool. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh,
I'm
there's
just good with
Shauntay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, each one teach one is my foundation that helps fellow Gambian brothers and sisters. I don't ask messy questions. I'm asking the question. Do you know the thing is, I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm just trying to get to the truth, really. And it's better to get to the truth via a conversation and not via somebody attacking another person over the internet. That's something neither of us wants, right? I swear I would rather figure it out myself than deal with any of these people. There is a lot of distrust in Gambia at this moment with the with agents like yourself. There's a lot of distrust because a lot of people have been failed by those same agencies that are unlicensed, agencies that have, I mean, let's be honest, all these agencies, they have an interest in themselves to make sure that the house is sold at top dollar because they get a percentage out of the overall price that the house was sold at. So they have a vested interest in making sure that you buy that house. So they have to trust you at some point. They have to trust you. So why are they able to trust you?
What, the audience? Everybody,
Anyone?
I can't make everybody
No,
trust me. I can't satisfy everybody.
no, not everybody. But clearly, do you have something in place? Yeah, it's another plug, guys. With oversight, with my company, we're not agents, but we have a system in place where people, no matter, regardless of what happens, if we have advised them of something, they get their money back. And that's a guarantee. So, people will have to trust you at some point, and it's important that you put out a face in which your company is a trustworthy company. Do you think it's a good thing for you to be hanging around Kwesi Boyd, who, even though he wasn't prosecuted in the Gambia, there's a lot of bad press about him from last year. There's still a lot of bad press going on. So do you think you will sort of break away from him at some point, go it alone fully?
I mean, Kwesi is a businessman. He got his own thing going on, and I got my own company. So, and he got family, wives, and I got a wife. Everybody have their own family they need to feed. So, you can, I don't understand that.
The question. What don't you understand?
No. About me separating with Kwesi. He's a businessman. Just like you doing your business. I can't just say I'm not gonna deal with you. I might need your service. We all have to learn how to come together as one. That's why I tell you, everything have a way it have to go. I know they're smarter than that. Phoenix been to the U.S. Army. There's a way that we could have solved this problem, and still everything would continue. By then, a lot of people would have get their money back. Let's be honest. You know, it's like I'm
Yeah.
working for your company, but you see that I'm messing I'm messing up customers all the time. One day you're gonna be like, hey, G, you know what? I can't work with you anymore. You know, we're gonna have a new G, and that's what's gonna happen. This is a movement. You know.
Ask this. Answer. Do you see the comment that's on the screen at this moment?
Okay, what's that?
Can you read the comment on the screen? Did you bring a defamation of character lawsuit against Shauntay White?
That wasn't me. That was. I never took her to the station. And then she asking me why she met my family and this. Man, look, see, I don't even want to go there. You know what I mean? With her, you can comment whatever you want to comment. You know, you got your life going on. So you know what I mean. I wish the best luck for you. You went to my family. You was coughing. Everybody thought you got corona. I had to get you out of there quick. You hear commenting, talking shit.
So she's saying that she didn't want you. It was the other way around.
Tell her to come live and tell. I'll bring the camera so you can see my face. Ask her the day I broke her heart. We went to my house. I saw her another G. He's like my uncle. We like twins, but he don't. You know, he's big and everything. I told her, you know, I want to hook you up with my uncle, because me and you. And then she started crying. Don't stop, you know, introducing me with your uncle and stuff. You know.
Okay.
Your YouTube is all fake. I'm the one that hook up with that school. They're telling me she never did nothing for them kids. She just killing them all the time talking. You know, we need people that will come and build up or help the community. Or you go to that school, Serakunda Primary, you didn't even take one book for one student. Come on, man, what are you not telling me?
She said she seems pretty adamant that it was you that was the person that pursued her, and that she didn't want you.
I don't have her time. Or to
not
pursue her.
Pursued. Yeah.
Or to pursue her to do what?
To have her in a relationship.
I never wanted her whole ass. That's, you know. She was telling me all this, you know, you be there for me and I'll be there for you. Several times I had to tell her, let's just work. I just want to work. I just want to save our Gambian brother who was working with us. Let's continue doing what we was doing, you know. But she always there with feelings, and then one day she just, you know, we was all living together. Then she have a problem with Pheonyx, and Pheonyx have to move out with African Pheonyx, you know. They all hate us, man. The same people she brought there.
What was the problem that they had?
I don't know what was their problem.
What was the problem between?
See, have a guest that was coming, and you know, Pheonyx already had people in there. You know, at the same time, she wanted to kick everybody out so she can live with me and then start working with me. You know.
Excuse me, did you just what Shauntay wanted to kick everybody out and start working with you?
Which she did, yeah, which she did later, you know. Pheonyx went to another apartment, you know. They will never come together as one. It was just a lot of mess. It's a lot of mess. They bring all these problems. That's what huh?
Is there any loyalty between you people? I mean, it seems as though everybody in the Gambia is trying to get one over on another person, on another friend, on another colleague. They're all trying to outwit each other. Is this the type of Gambia that, you know, that we should be wary of? You know, should the average African American person who wants to move back to the United States, should they be worried about the drama that's going on between all these people?
Yeah, just stay away from it. Because these are just people, you know. You got some people, they bipolar, they're here, they already bipolar, they're on the YouTube just saying whatever, you know. I met a lot of humble brothers, man. Trust me, I met a lot of humble brothers that I know. Sometimes you could see them, just like my wife. She's so humble. When she walk, they think she Gambian, you know. Those are the type of people we need here. But, you know, one day, even Phoenix, somebody didn't pick her up. My cousin didn't pick her up. She was so mad walking through Senegambia, cussing a taxi driver. Fuck y'all, I don't need a taxi, this and the third. You know? The same people I was helping, they will block you, unblock you on Facebook, like you some type of football, you know?
Man, so you're telling me really that you got to be ultimately ultra careful with the people in the Gambia, especially the business people. You can only go with people who are licensed to do the work, because it seems as though there are too many cowboys in the Gambia at this present moment, and the immaturity of some of these people, the way they act, it's difficult. Nicole R, you're from hello from bless her. I just wanted to say hello to her. Sorry, it's good to see her. She hasn't been in a while. Nice to see you. Yeah, so it's a really crappy situation, and I don't want to start talking about my company again, but I really do want to see an improvement in the way companies operate. Companies like yours operate in the Gambia. Do you think, and let me ask you this question directly, do you think that the local agents, the local real estate agents, do you think that they are better equipped? Do you think they are more professional than the diasporan YouTuber agents who are selling land and selling property, selling houses? Which one do you think is doing a better job?
No, sometimes it's better to get somebody that's really professional and know what they're doing, you know, because you can't just bump into any local agent around, you know, that you don't know. So sometimes it's best you just deal with somebody that you trust to help you, you know. And it's, you have to look at the professionalism too. They have to be professional. Or they could sell you a land today, you don't see this paperwork for, you know, you're just waiting for paperwork. No, you don't have to be like that. Sometimes that's why you always need to involve a lawyer. You know, I learned from it. Last time I found this lady a compound. She's from America, you know, Haiti, but from America. So I helped her get a compound, but the compound needed to be painted. So she was supposed to move in a week, you know. And then, you know, she waited on Sunday, she was supposed to move in. She waited till Wednesday and then said she don't want the compound anymore. She's going to deal with other agents, you know, which I had to refund the whole $3,000 back to her because the owner of the compound took half of it already and use it to, you know, make the compound. But she just changed her mind from those type of stuff. People will make your job hard sometimes. You know, at the end of the day, you're just doing it to avoid them from dealing with local agents.
The Gambian government at some point, I can't remember who said it, but they actually advised people to not buy land through real estate agents. Why would they say something like that?
I didn't hear that.
The Gambian government advised foreigners who were going to buy land, they advised them not to buy their land through agents. They said you should buy the land directly with the landowner. What do you have to say to that?
Right. Of course, you know, when you're dealing with stuff like that, everything has to be transparent. If you're a customer, you don't just have to deal with the agent himself. You have to be able to communicate with the owner of the property. You know, that's the best way to go around with it, because you probably will need to negotiate the price, you know. But all these
Yeah.
diasporians coming to sell the country too, we need to talk about that. You know, they just here selling the lands, wanna sell the Gambia away. You know, I've seen it were a lot of issue when it comes to land. Everybody know that. You know, but you have to go with the right channel, the right people that know what you need, and they can protect you from your transaction.
It seems like a never-ending circle, and clearly, right, we're not going to get to any resolution, I should say. We're not going to get to a resolution between you, Shauntay White, and Pheonyx Rain, because it seems as though you guys, are at loggerheads. You're not agreeing with anything. You're basically saying to each other that you're doing the same thing. She's accusing you of doing something, and then you're accusing her of doing the same thing. You're both accusing each other of doing the same thing. Who do we trust, and why should we trust them?
Yeah.
That's a question.
Because they're failures. They're failures. That's what they just failures. They didn't expect what they wanted to happen. It didn't happen the way that they wanted. You know, because here too, when you're here in Africa, you need to find a way to make money. You can't be just draining your Bank of America or your little money you got on your Cash App. You know, that's why all this hate is happening, because they want the same thing the brothers want. We're not asleep. You know, we're not asleep. We want to make every dollar too, just like they want to make it. So don't sit here and telling me, oh, you're not doing it for the money. No, all that bullshit.
Okay. What?
Yeah, I gotta go, but I have a guest. I have a guest all the way from Nigeria. He's here to open some business. You know,
That's
what I'm
okay.
saying, though.
Okay.
So lately, brother, I'm seeing more Africans coming to build in this country than Americans. Let me say it this way. You know, like people like, those sisters, they're here they're looking for a job. Last time I was about to work with them, I woke up one morning, we were supposed to delegate and work. They jump in, they say they have a job interview from one of my young dude that live in Chicago, open his own business in Senegambia. They was ready to go work with that, bro. You know, I'll just tell you that they want to do everything. They're just finding ways to survive. That's all it is. You know?
Okay. So they're having problems.
They're having issues, their own personal issues. Me, I'm too busy for them, to be honest with you. I'm always working, bro. I work with a great team, and we have a good thing going on, and that's what my. So all that hate they're doing, or he's stealing money from his family. No, I'm not that type that will steal from my family. I've been helping my family since I was in the States, making things happen. You know.
Okay. Well, okay then. We're going to leave it there then, Giddy. We're going to leave it there. And
yeah, they could come live if they want. They could come live here, and then we could talk it if they want. You know?
It's like they could come on at some point. If you're leaving now, they could come on. So I'm going to stay on live for a little while, and let me know if you want to come back. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Finally. Okay. So, as you could see clearly in that conversation, nothing's changed. Okay. And the weird thing is that I believe him. Not all of what he was saying. I believe that Shauntay was right, and I believe that he was right at the same time. I think they were attracted to one another, but I think that he pulled out at some point and started doing his own thing. It's really weird that some women, not all women, that some women will do that. They'll turn all bitter and angry with you because you turn them down. It's like, am I expected to go with you? It's kind of weird. Not saying that this definitely happened, because clearly I wasn't there. Maybe Shauntay would like to come on. I mean, she's here. I didn't know that. You could have come on and you could have said your piece, Shauntay. You know, you're still willing. If you're still willing to come on to say something, you can do. I have no reason to be bitter of a broke dude. Wow. Okay. Rene Marcus is the biggest scammer in the Gambia. Come on now. Man, come on. We're not talking about Rene Marcus today. We're not even going to go there. Okay. I just think that, have you seen me? Who are you talking to? Anyway, so guys, if I'm actually at that 2-hour period, and this wasn't supposed to go on for longer than 2 hours, so I'm going to try and wind this down right now. Clearly, guys, as you could see, there is still a lot of problems in the Gambia. There are ways of being able to check out all these guys, all of them. So if you wanted to find out whether a agent is registered, there is a government sector that deals with that. I'm going to find the number for you and I'll get it to you. I have to get it from my lawyer. We don't deal with agents who are unlicensed. And the thing is, it's easy to try and, it's easy to get into this work. It's easy to get into this work, but now more and more people are now asking and demanding for those agents to be licensed. The only problem is that even when those agents are licensed, the law isn't enforced with them. So if they do mess up, it's just like, nah, then they just go about it. No one's going to do anything against them. That's a big problem. It means that nothing really changes. You get the same level of, and this is no offense to my African brothers and sisters, but you get you'll get that same level of mañana, mañana, that type, type. Things are not always done on time. It can be frustrating, especially if you're coming in from the West and you're expecting people to be on time. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So I clearly cannot endorse his company because I haven't seen whether his company is licensed or not. I can find that out and I'll get back to you with that one. Let's have a look. My local realtor is a Gambian, very experienced, but always professional. I'd never buy from these. Well, that's good, Tanya. Not everybody has that, Tanya. Not everybody has that, has the ability to find someone trustworthy and good. And that's what they're doing. They're going in with their fingers crossed. There's ways of managing risk. And one of those risk management strategies is literally acceptance. Accepting that you're going to have a risk and that something could happen, but if something happens, something happens. And I just don't think it's the way, and I don't think it's right. I don't think people should be forced to have to hope that the person that they have chosen can do the job. Thank you very much, Pan-African A1 Black Man. The only African land collaboration I'd be willing to involve myself with the actual property owner of the land. There you go. outside a bonded land escrow company. There you go. Thank you very much, actually, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. I mean, why? You don't need to. You don't need to deal with an agent who's going to pump up the price, and then you're dealing with a landowner who's going to know that you are an Abruni, and they're going to give you a foreigner price as well. The Chinese and the Lebanese and the Indians, they accept these Abruni prices. They don't mind because they know the true value of the land there. So they'll accept it, they'll buy it. It doesn't matter to them. It's not that much more money anyway, right? That even if you double the land amount there, how much is it for a plot for a local? Do any of you guys know how much a local will pay for a plot of land? I think it's 20 meters by 20 meters. 20 by 20? No, it's 20 by 30. Wonder if any of you guys know. I'm going to check. It's a little over $500. And people are paying upward of $2,000 for a plot of land, which is still nothing. It's like $2,000 for a plot of land. Yeah, I'll buy that, no problem. It's so sad. It's so sad. But clearly, put yourself in a position where you can be on top, right? Don't think of it from an exploitive point of view. You're not exploiting them. If someone's selling their plot of land for a local price, that's it. They were going to get it at that price anyway. Okay? Oh, no. 250. Someone said 250. Someone said $1,000. It's no more than $1,000 for a plot of land. So if you've got an agent running around telling you, it's just $3,000 for this land, it's just $4,000, it's just $6,000, you're going to be like, hey, why? You got to ask yourself that question, why? This is where oversight makes their money. It's where a lot of our money is being made at this present moment, because we can just go in and tell them, hey, no, you're not, they're not paying this price. We want a normal local price, and we'll pay you the earnest deposit. You guys know what an earnest deposit is, right? We'll pay you the earnest deposit right now, up front. If it's a house anyway, we'll do an earnest deposit. If not, then we'll put all the paperwork in escrow. If it's just a small amount, $5,000 or something. But if it's a large house or something, it's an earnest deposit. That's what we give to them. So the money doesn't even leave you. It doesn't even leave your hands at all. You don't even have to put it into escrow, the bulk of the money. You simply put in the earnest deposit, and you use that as collateral. It's a brilliant system, guys. I'm here all day. We got land here worth over $100,000. But how much land is it? How much land do you have that's worth over $100,000? And what is its location? Yeah, it is depending on the location. But the thing is that these agents, the YouTube agents, they're not selling land that's near bloody the waterfront in Banjul. They're not selling land like that. They're selling land way out in, way out west. Or I saw where Shauntay White's land is, or Shauntay White's house, where she's renting a house. I think she knows this as well. It's in the middle of bloody nowhere. It's in the middle of nowhere. And so that's where these agents are selling land. That's where they're getting this property. They're getting it for dirt cheap because no one's planning to use it. No one is. I wanted to really go back real quickly and talk about Black Acres of the Gambia. Okay, so now that you're all here, I'm sure that you're aware that all those blocks that they were getting those kids to make, those concrete blocks, have been destroyed. And I haven't confirmed this yet, but I'm sure they didn't pay those kids any money for those blocks. You need to pay the right amount of money, bite the bullet, build once, build well. Okay, don't try and cheat and scam your way to having a house, because you won't get good quality. It's just ridiculous. It is very ridiculous. Let's have a look. Yeah, Chinese mining in Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe president was installed in power by China. Wow, I had no idea. I had no idea of that, but it sounds legitimate. I don't have land, and where I live is not in the middle of nowhere. Your information is... I got it from your website. I was looking at your website earlier. travelwithtay.com. So I'll wait for you to get back to me on that one. So yeah, UN just uses hearsay. Facts don't matter. Well, they do matter. They do matter. But what I'm doing is I'm not trying to prove or disprove anything from anyone. I'm telling people that that the burden of proof is on us as business people to make sure that you guys, customers, anyone that's willing to do business, who wants to invest in the Gambia, that we have you protected. Which is the reason why I tell people you must do your due diligence. Even with me, if you have to, check my company out, find out how much we are insured, our insurance exposure is, our policy will cover you for. Find that out. You can do that. You can go online. You can check it out. Go on my YouTube channel and find out the name of my insurance broker, Hickscox. Find out how much they do our professional indemnity insurance for, to make sure that you guys are covered. Okay? I've got nothing to hide. Let's have a look. There's no land. It's not a land, it's a map. It's a location on a map. Let's have a look. There's a foundation, shipping, housekeeping and products. I do not sell land, nor is my residence on my website. Read that again, bro. So why is there a map on your web? What is that? No problem here in the Gambia. We live in peace, harmony, believe me. And when I say only a few Gambian knows about this corrupt going on, I am very happy to hear that. That's the last thing Gambians need, if I need to be honest with you. Guys, I've been going over 2 hours and 8 minutes, guys. I've really got to wrap things up right now. So guys, thank you very, very much for joining me. I want to say thank you to the guys who gave me those super chats. That's well appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Always appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for actually spending your time coming in here, watching, giving me your opinion. I appreciate your opinion. So thank you very much. I want to say thank you to all the Patreons as well. Thank you very much. Couldn't do this without you. So thank you very much. And yeah, Hickscox are legit. I know they are. I know they are. And you can call them up. You can find out, because the company name, it's registered in my company name. So if you need to find out the insurance details, they'll give you whatever the company will, allows you to give them. If you need to check out our insurance. So please do so. There is more information I'm going to share with you tomorrow, guys. I've got a few announcements tomorrow, some big announcements actually. So you're going to see that for yourself tomorrow. When I go live tomorrow, I've got another live session tomorrow and we're going to be talking more specifically about Gambian property, Gambian land, Gambian property. And we're going to be talking about it here with an agent, with a Gambian land agent. And we're going to be asking him a few questions. So guys, stay tuned and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for coming again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until the next time, please think twice. To our bit. Thank you very much, guys.